Hi everyone. So this is going to talk about two features that I felt was not necessary for Hey to have. But before that, I'm just going to quickly show some of the features, some of the amazing features that Hey has revolutionized in terms of email. For example, the screen to first-time senders is a very useful feature. You get to see first-time senders and then sort of block them if you don't want them on your inbox. You also have things like clips, for example, which does not work currently, but you can highlight text from your email and then store them for later viewing. But the best feature that I like the most is replying later. So you can say, I want to reply later to this email, and just set that. It just goes and stacks up on the bottom left of your screen. The other really cool feature that I liked about this was the feed. So if you've got a bunch of email newsletters and subscriptions, you can see them like your own social media feed. So what are those two features that I think was unnecessary and probably going to be phased out as we see the newer versions? So as you can see in one of the emails here, I've got a sticky note which you can add to the email itself, and then there's a second note that you can add once you're inside the email itself. So if you respond to this and just say test, for example, and just send it, it sort of confuses you when you're inside this. You think the second note here is actually an email from the person that you're having this conversation with, but it's actually not. So that feels a little unnecessary to have. A second feature which I thought was necessary was the subject itself. So by changing the subject to something else that is very local, just for your local, your own Hey account, it feels like it's going to be different to what others are going to see. And when you do that, there's even a disclaimer here: people outside of Hey won't know about the new name. So I've had this back and forth sometimes when we're not able to find an email, and you're on a call with a colleague or with a friend, and they tell you the subject of the email, but you won't be able to find it because it's going to be classified as a different name in Hey. So I thought those are two features which were unnecessary, but overall this is an amazing phone app, probably the best since Gmail.